Hey there! If you're watching this video, chances are you're no stranger to the dreaded hourly wake-up call from your little one. But don't worry. In this video, we'll explore why your baby might be waking up so frequently and arm you with some practical strategies to help everyone catch some much-needed Z's. First, let's talk about newborns. These tiny humans are adorable, yes, but they're also masters of sleep disruption. You see, newborns have sleep cycles that last less than an hour, which means they're biologically programmed to wake up more often than a toddler on Christmas morning. Plus, their tiny tummies can only hold so much milk at a time, so they need to eat every couple of hours, around the clock. It's like having a very cute, very demanding little alarm clock that never needs winding. But what about older babies? Surely, they should be sleeping through the night by now, right? Well, not necessarily. While most babies are developmentally capable of snoozing for at least 6 hours straight by 3 or 4 months old, that doesn't mean they will. Many babies hit sleep regression around this age, suddenly reverting to newborn-like wake-ups. It's enough to make you wonder if someone slipped caffeine into their bottle. Other reasons for frequent wake-ups include hunger, teething, mastering new skills like rolling over, and still learning how to self-soothe. So, what's a sleep-starved parent to do? Don't worry, we've got plenty of tricks up our sleeves to help your baby, and you, get more restful sleep. First, let's talk about the magic of the 5 S's. These 5 techniques are like the secret handshake of baby sleep, and when used together, they can work wonders. Start by swaddling your baby snugly, creating a cozy, womb-like environment. Then, add some soothing white noise to help drown out any startling sounds. Gently rock or swing your little one, mimicking the comforting motions they experienced in the womb. If your baby is fussy, try holding them on their side or stomach, just make sure to put them on their back for sleep. Finally, offer a pacifier for extra soothing. These actions work together to activate your baby's calming reflex, which is like a magic off switch for crying and an on switch for sleep. Next up, create a soothing bedtime routine. Most babies are ready for this around 6 to 8 weeks old. Start about 20 to 30 minutes before bedtime with some calming activities like a warm bath, a gentle massage, or reading a favorite story. This predictable sequence of events helps signal to your baby that it's time to wind down and get ready for sleep. Now, I know it's tempting to rush in at the first whimper, but try to give your baby a chance to self-soothe. If they're not fully wailing, wait a minute or two before going in. With the help of swaddling and white noise, they might just surprise you and settle back down on their own. It's like watching a tiny magician perform a sleep trick. If you're breastfeeding, another tip is to add a dream feed to your nightly routine. This is where you gently rouse your baby for one last feed before you head to bed yourself, usually between 10 p.m. and midnight. This sneaky little top-off can help tide them over until morning and reduce those pesky middle-of-the-night wake-ups. During the day, pay close attention to your baby's wake windows. An overtired baby is like a cranky, sleep-fighting monster. They might protest sleep and then wake up more frequently at night. Putting your baby down for naps and bedtime before they get too tired can make a world of difference. It's like the Goldilocks of sleep, not too little, not too much, but just right. And don't forget about those all-important daytime feeds. Newborns need to eat frequently to fuel their incredible growth, so aim for at least 10 to 12 feedings per day for breastfed babies and 6 to 8 for bottle-fed babies. Feeding every 1.5 to 2 hours during the day can help your baby tank up and hopefully sleep longer stretches at night. It's like filling up their tiny gas tank for a longer journey. If your baby is still waking up more often than a rooster at sunrise, consider adjusting their bedtime. If they fight falling asleep or don't seem tired at bedtime, try pushing it later by 15 minutes every few nights until you find their sweet spot. It's like a bedtime dance, sometimes you have to fine-tune the steps until you find the perfect rhythm. And when you do need to go in for a feed or diaper change during the night, keep things quiet and boring. Resist the urge to turn on bright lights, sing lullabies, or engage in witty banter. You don't want your baby to think it's time for a midnight fiesta. Remember, every baby is unique, and what works for one might not work for another. The key is to be patient, consistent, and willing to experiment until you find the right combination of strategies for your family. And if all else fails, just keep reminding yourself that this is a temporary phase. One day, your baby will sleep through the night, and you'll be the one waking up at odd hours, wondering what to do with all that uninterrupted sleep. Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content.